Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be coming up with another scenario based question which has been asked in the EXL. Okay, so the scenario will be it's a dynamic row level security. We already know how the dynamic row level security is going to work, but in the same manner, the EXL one of the interviewer has been asking how the dynamic page level security is going to be worked. Okay, so just imagine. Okay, I have a report. Okay, which contains I am showing you all the report information. So I have a overall performance, which can show all the overall view of the like how the performance of each and everything, and I can see another product performance and have another customer performance. Okay, just think in that manner. I'm a manager. I want to see all the pages. Okay, though I'm a manager, I want to see all the pages. So it could be I need access for the three report pages. Okay, if I'm at any of the product member, if I'm any of the product manager, I want to see only the overall performance and the product performance. Okay, if I'm any kind of customer centric person, so I just want to see the overall performance as well as the customer centric performance. Okay, if I'm any of the end user, I might need only see the overall performance. Okay, so depends on the context. Okay, whoever needed, for example, if any depends on the context, like how it going to be, like if one person might needed all the report pages access and one might person needed only one or two pages access. Okay, another person might need only one page access. If that is the case, how we can able to incorporate this page level access to any of the end user who gonna comes into the picture. Okay, first of all, before I gonna jump into it, okay, for example, if any person, okay, I'm going to log in, what is needed? Okay, I have to see only my report pages. I can able to navigate to my pages only. Okay, in that way, how can I able to do it? Okay, I mean, for incorporating these things, what is needed for in my side is in everyone's end. Okay, if you're planning to incorporate in the same sort of manner in your like in your report or in your in a project, so very first thing is you need an email ID of a specific person, and you need the what are the pages he has to access. Okay, let me show you the data how it has to capture. Okay, I just taken some sample data. Okay, so don't mind the name and the ID. Okay, and very easier thing, like very how can I say that, the very important things which are needed is the email ID and the page name. Okay, whatever the page access the specific end user needed. You can specify the naming, you can specify any specific IDs, that's up to you. Okay, the very important things are email ID and the page access. Okay, so remaining things is up to you. You can keep it as an optional, or you might incorporate any other things or any other needed wherever it is needed. It's not an issue. Okay, let's think about it. Okay, I am a person. Just think about it. I am a Sai Krishna. Okay, I need access for the three pages. Okay, okay, you can be able to create in the backend. For example, if I am a person needed, uh, for example, if I'm Sai Krishna, I need three pages. Just think about it. I need three pages, whatever the overall performance. Okay, overall performance and the product performance, all those things needed. Okay, first of all, you just have to create in the backend, like who needed what access, what page access. Okay, I needed three. Okay, some other person might needed two. For example, Steve, he might need access for two, like a customer page and the overall performance. Okay, some other people might need only the customer centric information. Some other people might need the overall performance. Okay, so in the same manner, I just taken some sample data. If you can see here, there is a person called Sai Krishna do have access for the three pages. Steve do have access only for the overall performance and the product performance. He do not have any access for the customer centric related information. Okay, John do have access for the overall performance as well as the customer performance. And Balakrishna do have access only for the overall performance. In the same manner, you have to define in your side as well. Okay, you just have to create a one table. Okay, it's a employee related information. Okay, with employee email ID, with the employee what pages he needs access. These two are the primary things you need to capture. You need to keep it as a separate table in Excel so that you can able to get it directly into the Power BI. Okay, so right now I'm just taking some sample data, how we can able to incorporate in the same manner how, for example, if I'm going to log in, I can able to go and see all the data which is available in my side. Okay, if some other person can join, they have to see, whatever the page access they do have. It's simply kind of thing like how we can able to incorporate the row level security. Row level security is going to context show the data up to the data centric. Okay, but it cannot halt or it cannot restrict the end users to specific pages. Okay, but this is not kind of thing. Okay, it's not going to restrict any data centric things. It's going to restrict the page level view, like report level, like how any person can see how can any person to maintain some sort of sensitivity. Okay, so for those things, this page level security can be incorporated. Okay, so as we already see the email and page level access, let me jump into the Power BI reporting here. First of all, I just want to see like what we have provided. So this is the employee hierarchy which I have taken already. Let me take the email ID and let me take the page access. Okay, this is just a like how can I say that? I just taken the information just for your understanding. Okay, for example, this just don't think about this table. Okay, just think in a way that uh, let's incorporate a page access. What page? Like, just give me 1 second. Let me click on this pages. Okay, for example, you can incorporate like how it could be. Just think about it. Let's keep this as a filter. Let me take for example what are the pages needed. First of all, let's take that as a visual. Okay, you can convert that however it is needed. Let's convert that to a filter so that we can clearly understand like okay, these are the pages. Okay, let's instead of this sort of way, mm, let's incorporate. Okay, this is also somehow good. Okay, let's let it be as usual with the page level, like we can see all the pages. Okay, for example, I have overall performance, I have a product performance, I have a customer performance. So whatever the pages has been incorporated in the hierarchy or whatever the employee related information, I just captured that page access only. That column has been taken as a filter. Okay, that's what a filter which has been incorporated. Okay, we already have all the email IDs in the backend. Okay, just think about it. This is you're not seeing this information. You have only page level access. This is the only thing you have in your like landing page. Okay, and you have to bring one more thing. For example, if any person can log in. For example, if I'm going to log in, I can see all pages information into it. If someone can join, they have to see specific pages related, context and everything. Before we gonna jump it, so for example, if I wanna go to the customer centric, okay, see most of the things I have already kept it on hide. Okay, because I don't want to show anything to any of them. Okay, so I just want to show the landing page only. Based on the landing page, the people have to go to any of the pages which they want to see. Okay, let's give a navigation to them. Okay, so let's give a navigation. For example, how we can able to navigate providing. Okay, let's use sample button for them. Sample button or something. Okay, let's incorporate a blank button. Don't you know? I'm just showing the functionality how the page level security is going to work. Okay, if you wanna do any sort of colorings, if you wanna do any sort of button sort of incorporation, anything like view, you can able to make any way however it is needed for you. But functionality is the one thing which I'm going to explain right now. Okay, this just I'm taking a very simple blank button. Okay, whenever we're gonna take a blank button, we can able to see the actions and everything for it. Let's incorporate the actions. In the actions, instead of a back, let's click on the page navigation. Okay, whenever you're gonna select on the page navigation, here it's going to show the destination. Okay, right now it's a static one. Okay, for example, if you gonna give a navigation to overall performance, it's gonna navigate to that. Instead of that, I'll be taking a conditional formatting for it. Okay, in the conditional formatting, what I needed, for example, if I gonna select on the page axis, I just want to go to the page axis navigation. So for that, I'll be taking the page axis, wherever the page axis. For example, I have the employee hierarchy table. Here I have a page axis. For that page axis, I'm going to take it. Let's keep the summarization as usual, and then click on OK. For example, I'm not going to incorporate. I haven't incorporated the dynamic right now. See, for example, if I'm going to select the customer, whenever I'll click on the this navigation, it would navigate to the customer performance. See, okay. Now let's come back to the navigation here. Whenever I'll click on the overall performance, we can able to let me keep this as a very name somehow at least so that you people can clearly understand. Let me keep that navigation. Okay. So the font coloring, these are all up to you like how you want to keep it. It doesn't you can keep in this bigger manner also. Okay, no issues at all. 15. Okay. See, if I would select the product, okay, if I can click on the product navigation, it would go to the product performance page. Okay, that's how sort of navigation is going to work based on the page selection. Okay, here whatever the page selection, I'm going to take it. Okay, it would whenever we're going to click on that, it would land into the specific page where we are selecting into it. Okay, now I want uh, dynamic way, right? So we already incorporated the whatever the emails, whatever the pages. Okay, how we can able to incorporate the dynamic way of approach. For example, let me jump into the modeling. Okay, just the same sort of way how we can able to incorporate the row level security. Let's go to the manage access. Okay, I have already created the page level access. Again, I'm going to create another like uh, page level page level RLS. Okay, page level security. Okay, for the page level security, what do we need it? Okay, in the same sort of way, row level security, in the same manner, we are incorporating the page level security as well. Okay, for the page level security, whatever we have given already, for example, in the employee hierarchy, we already have some sort of like, you know, what to say, we have already some sort of pages and everything. Okay, we can able to see the what pages you need access and everything. Okay, in the same manner, we have a email ID as well. Okay, this is what we have, email ID and everything. Okay, so I mean right now we cannot incorporate everything here. We can, let's switch it to the DAX editor. Here, like, you know, what is this? It's a employee hierarchy based email ID. Whenever any person can log in, we can, like, you know, based on this user principal name, we can able to capture the specific person email ID. For example, if Sai Krishna can log in, it could pick up the Sai Krishna and it could show the specific pages into it. If any other person Steve can log in, okay, specific Steve email ID could be captured and respective pages can be shown into it. Okay, let me save this file right now. Let me save it. Let me help you understand that how is it going to work. Okay, let me take one filter right now. Like, how can I say that email id is a filter. See, any sort of thing is just like a filtering approach. Okay, even in the same sort of way of how RL is implemented, everything is going to happen in the same sort of way of filtering. Okay, let me select the filter here. See, for example, if these are the people, okay, I am going to be person who is logged in. Okay, for example, if Sai is the person who is going to log in, okay, it's going to filter for Sai, whatever the Sai you do have access. Let me like remove this. This is not needed anymore. Okay, if Sai is going to be the person who's going to log in, he can show all the page level information. If Steve can log in, okay, Steve do have access only for these two pages. Okay, for example, if Steve do logged in, he can able to see this information. He can able to click on the navigation. He can able to see the overall performance. Okay, and then he can come back. Okay, we can able to provide a back option. Okay, we can go with that, but he cannot see any customer related information. Okay, we have another customer page, but he cannot see it. If you can go to John do have access for the overall performance and customer performance. He do not have access for the product related information, product performance and everything. Okay, so now let's try to log in. Okay, in the right now we created a specific role. Now let's try to view as. Okay, I'll be logging in as a other user with a page level security. That's what we have created a view for them. Okay, I'll be logging in as Bal Krishna at Gmail. Okay, so this is what another user has been logged in. Okay, let me click on the OK. We can see like what we can see. So something has been selected here. My bad. Okay, let me remove this as well. It's not needed. Uh, balakrishna@gmail.com. Let's see what is the issue here. Let's see what is. Oh, psych@gmail.com. Whenever we gonna click on it, we don't see anything here. What is the issue? What is the issue here? Psych@gmail.com. Krishna@gmail.com. Okay, let's log in again. Let's see what could be the other user and page level security. Psych@gmail.com. Why so? Let's see what is the issue here. Psych@gmail.com. This is the one we have already incorporated here. It's employee email. Let's see the view what we have created here. Let's go back to the view and let's see what is the managing roles we have created. Already created employee level hierarchy here. Employee hierarchy equals to is a principal name. Here also we have incorporated the same sort of way. Employee hierarchy equals to use a principal name. This is what we have given here. And why we are unable to see anything. John@gmail.com. Let's log in with the John. Let's see others. John@gmail.com. That is another reason why we are unable to see anything here. Let's fix that. No issues. Let's see. We already created the page level security with the same approach. Don't select. I doesn't know the reason why it is not showing here. I'm a little confusing on that. It's psych@gmail. Sorry. See, uh, as you can see here, my naming convention is something different. It's not Gmail. It's GAMA. Naming convention is different. That's why it's not showing anything. That's might be my issue. Okay, now it's going to work. Now let's see other user, and these are page level security we have already created. psych@gam.com. Now let's see why it's not going to show. It's going to show. Okay, so we see. So I do already have access for the three, so it's going to show for three. Okay, let's click on view again. Instead of Sai, we can see that John, John. See, if you can see, whenever the John can log in, John can see only two pages. Okay, whenever if John is me, okay, I'm going to whenever I'm going to be landed in this page, I can see only these two pages. Okay, so I can able to go to the pages where whichever I wanted. Customer needed or overall performance needed, so I can just only log in, or we can see only specific related information. I cannot see any other things. Okay, I can go back. Okay, and these are only two pages which I can see. Remaining pages kept it on hide. Okay, based on the navigation only, we can able to jump into that pages. We can able to see it. Okay, this is what John. And let's stop it and let's view as Balkrishna. Like there's another email ID Balakrishna. You do might have access. Yeah, LAKRSHNA. Uh, so whatever the email ID, we can see that specific information can be shown. Okay, if email ID is incorrect, obviously it's going to throw an error. See, right now Balakrishna do have access only for the overall performance, so he can see only overall performance as a page. Okay, based on that, you can able to select. You can able to navigate to that. Overall performance page can be shown. Remaining things cannot be shown. There is no such sort of possibility to navigate to that. Okay, and let me log in with another person instead of Balkrishna. Steve. Let's log in with the Steve. Steve. Click on OK. Steve, see, previously it's only one. Now Steve do have access only for like overall and product. So Steve can able to navigate to both the pages. Depends on his availability. Depends on his flexibility for it. So product performance. Now let's come back again to another person who is a kind. Just think about it. Managers might need all pages access, and some people like whoever the product leads might need only product and overall performance related information. So depends on the level of hierarchy. Depends on the people needed access. We just have to define the like mapping table in the backend. So psych do have access for three. That's how it's going to work. Okay, let's click on navigation. It's going to be navigated. That's how. So that's it. That's how the dynamic page level security is going to work. Okay, whoever gonna logs in, or specific pages can be shown by default. They can able to navigate to the specific pages depends on the availability. Okay, very important thing is we need a mapping table in the backend. Okay, for that mapping table we need an email ID and what page you do have access. You can specify whether you just want to capture the name, you want to capture the ID. That's up to you. Okay, in a very project requirement context, we are going to have all this related information. Okay, you can might be captured anywhere in the Excel. So from there we can able to get that into the Power BI. Okay, based on that you can write this command. Okay, very important, very one thing is needed. We just have to create this managed rules. Okay, with a specific page level security. Okay, in the page level security, employee related information, we just have to specify the user relationship, user principal name, just like how we can able to specify in the row level security. Row level security is going to track the data specific context, but the same sort of manner we have defined the user related user principal based email ID. It could filter the pages information. Based on that we can able to navigate whichever is needed. That's how it is, and hope you understand how the dynamic page level security is going to work. This is an interview question which has been asked in the EXL.